Bitcoin wallets explained. Choosing the right one for your security needs in 2026. Ready to expose the invisible forces chaining tomorrow? Give this a like, share it wide, and subscribe or follow now. Truth like this only wins when the awakened stand together. We're excited to chat about something that's absolutely crucial for anyone holding Bitcoin. Wallets and how to store those all-important seed phrases. I've been digging into the research, pulling together the latest insights as of early 2026. We'll cover everything from the basics to advanced setups, security pitfalls, and even some DIY hacks that can save you a bundle. Let's jump in. First off, let's ease into this with a broad overview of what Bitcoin wallets are all about, without getting too technical just yet. Think of a Bitcoin wallet as your personal gateway to the blockchain. It's not actually storing your coins, since those live on the network, but it's holding the private keys that let you prove ownership and make transactions. There are hot wallets that stay connected online for quick access, cold ones that go offline for better security, and hybrids in between. You'll hear about software apps on your phone or computer, hardware devices that look like fancy USB sticks, and even old-school paper methods. The key idea here is balancing convenience with protection, because if someone gets your keys, your Bitcoin is gone forever. We'll touch on multi-signature setups that require multiple approvals for spends, and hidden wallets that add layers of deniability. On the storage side, it's all about safeguarding that 12 to 24-word seed phrase, which is basically your wallet's master key. Options range from simple paper backups to metal engravings that can survive a house fire. Stick around, because by the end, you'll have solid strategies to keep your holdings safe without breaking the bank. Alright, now let's get into the meat of it, the full breakdown of wallet types, brands, and those seed storage methods. Starting with the fundamentals, Bitcoin wallets fall into a few main categories. Software wallets are the go-to for everyday use. They're hot, meaning they're online so you can trade or send BTC fast. Mobile ones like Trust Wallet or BlueWallet are free and super handy on your phone, supporting things like Lightning Network for quick payments. Desktop versions, such as Electrum or Sparrow, give you more control and integrate well with hardware for extra security. But they're vulnerable if your device gets hacked, malware or phishing can strike. Then there are hardware wallets, which keep your keys offline most of the time, only connecting when you need to sign a transaction. These are cold storage at their core, making them much harder for remote attackers to compromise. Popular ones include Ledger's Nano series, starting around $79 for the S Plus, up to $279 for the Stacks with its touchscreen. Trezor offers models from $49 for the basic one, emphasizing open source code for transparency. Other contenders like Tangem's card-based wallets at about $55 for a set, or SafePal's air-gapped S1 for $50, provide affordable alternatives without batteries or complex setups. Paper wallets are the ultimate in simplicity, just print your keys and store them away, but they're fragile and mostly outdated now, better as backups. Shifting to more advanced features, multi-signature wallets add a serious layer of protection. Instead of one key controlling everything, you set it up so multiple keys are needed, say 2 out of 3, to approve a transaction. This is great for businesses or if you're paranoid about losing access. If one key is compromised, your funds are still safe. Tools like Electrum support up to 15 of 15 setups for free, while BlueWallet handles simple 2 of 3 on mobile. Hardware like Trezor or Ledger can integrate with these, making it robust. Then there's hidden wallets, which use a passphrase, basically an extra word or phrase on top of your seed, to create separate accounts that aren't obvious. Brands like Ledger, Trezor, and BitBox support this, letting you have a decoy wallet with small amounts if someone's forcing you to reveal your setup. It's like plausible deniability in crypto form, but remember, if you forget that passphrase, those funds are locked away for good. Now, on brands and where they shine regionally, Ledger, based in France, has broad appeal but faces backlash we'll circle back to. Trezor from the Czech Republic leads in Europe for its open-source ethos, especially in privacy-conscious spots. BitBox out of Switzerland is big in German-speaking areas, with its fully open hardware starting around $150, praised for no Bluetooth vulnerabilities. Over in Asia, SafePal's cheap air-gapped design dominates for mobile-heavy users, while Tangem's NFC cards are catching on for their tap-and-go simplicity. Keystone's open-source QR workflows appeal to tech-savvy folks in places like South Korea. Speaking of storage, securing your seed phrase is non-negotiable. Basic methods include writing it on acid-free paper and stashing it in a waterproof safe, free but vulnerable to fire or theft. Step up to metal for durability. Engrave on steel or titanium plates that withstand extreme heat. Commercial ones like Billfodl cost $20 to $100, but DIY versions are way cheaper. Take stainless steel washers, grab a dozen or 2 for pennies each, a bolt and nut for $1, and stamp your words with a cheap punch set. Stack them on the bolt, and you've got a compact, fireproof capsule that fits in your palm. Or flatten a soda can, etch the seed with a scribe and roll it up, basically free if you recycle. For a plate, cut a small stainless sheet from the hardware store, stamp away, and you've spent under $15 on something that survives floods and crushes. Hybrid approaches like laminating paper and sealing it in a metal tube add protection for just a few dollars. Encrypted USBs with strong algorithms are another medium security option around $10 to $50, but avoid clouds. For high-level redundancy, split your seed using Shamir's secret sharing, Divide it into shares where, say, 3 out of 5 are needed to reconstruct, storing parts in different locations. Memorization is free but risky under pressure. Diving deeper into the themes and analysis here, the core tension in Bitcoin wallets boils down to trust versus control. The mantra "not your keys, not your coins" pushes non-custodial setups where you alone hold the power, avoiding disasters like exchange hacks. But convenience often tempts folks toward custodial services like Coinbase, where recovery is easier but you're at the mercy of the platform. Security levels vary. Hot wallets are medium risk for daily spends, cold ones high for hodling. Multi-Sig embodies distributed trust. It's like requiring a quorum for decisions, reducing single points of failure. Hidden wallets tap into game theory, assuming adversaries might coerce you, so you design layers they can't fully penetrate. On seed storage, it's about resilience engineering. Paper fails environmentally, metal endures, splits guard against loss or theft. Cost-wise, free software suffices for small amounts, but over 10K in holdings? Invest in hardware and advanced backups. The peace of mind outweighs the $50 to $200 outlay. Regional preferences highlight cultural shifts. Europe's open-source bent stems from data privacy laws, Asia's mobile focus from smartphone ubiquity. Controversies underscore that no system's perfect. Hardware can have supply chain flaws, software malware risks. Analyzing Ledger's issues, for instance, reveals how external breaches like the 2020 data leak exposed user info, leading to phishing waves and even physical threats. The 2023 Connect Kit hack drained funds via a library vulnerability, and the Recover feature sparked outcry as a potential backdoor, clashing with self-custody ideals. Closed-source elements force blind trust, contrasting open alternatives like Trezor, which patched firmware bypasses without major losses. Coldcard's Bitcoin-only air-gap design gets hailed as elite, though partial closed code draws minor gripes. These events teach that user practices, strong passwords, 2FA with hardware keys, air-gap signing, regular tests are the real fortress. Broader themes? Bitcoin's ethos of decentralization means empowering individuals, but it demands education. Scams topped $3 billion in losses last year, mostly from social engineering, not tech failures. Pulling out some standout quotes from the research to illustrate these points. One key insight: security is paramount to avoid losses from hacks, theft, or errors. That sums up why we obsess over this. On Multi-Sig, set thresholds like 2 of 3. Enhances protection but adds complexity. Spot on for the trade-off. For hidden wallets, one seed generates multiple wallets via different passphrase. Show a decoy if threatened. Clever psychology there. Storage wisdom: use metal plus multi-location for over 10K holdings. Practical threshold. And a cautionary note: no wallet is foolproof. User practices matter most. Amen to that. Finally, echoing the DIY spirit, steel washers on a bolt. Extremely cheap and durable. Survives house fires. Wrapping this up, if you're just starting out, grab a free mobile like BlueWallet for testing the waters. Then upgrade to hardware like Trezor Safe 3 around $79 with Multi-Sig via Electrum. For serious holders, Coldcard or BitBox with Shamir splits and metal backups. Prioritize open source where possible. In regions like Asia or Europe, lean into local favorites like SafePal or BitBox for that extra trust factor. DIY your seeds with washers or plates to keep costs low while maxing durability. Test everything, recover a dummy wallet today. Bitcoin's about freedom, so arm yourself with knowledge and secure your stack. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time with more crypto deep dives. Stay liquid, stay safe, stay free.